How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Nerdy Basement, your home for all things comics, TV, film, anime, gaming, and pop culture. I'm your host, Ozzy, as always, and welcome back to another weekly news roundup where we spit fire and cover the hottest topics of the week. We're dropping this video a little early this week. Hopefully, all depends on when it goes live and when you guys are watching this video. We have a lot of things to cover, and we wanted to cover the hottest topics of the week so far before we hit the road for the next couple of weeks. And don't worry, despite us not creating content or really posting for the next couple of weeks, there will be some uploads that we'll have on the channel, especially on the YouTube Shorts side of things. As we did last week, we're going to kick off with DC, but before we get all into the DC stuff, there's a new update for the Warner Brothers Discovery sale, who is placing their official bids and as to when. Warner Brothers has set an initial deadline to receive bids, which are due on November 20th, so by the time you watch this video, those bids will have officially been submitted. Paramount, Netflix, and Comcast are all set to provide their bids. In terms of who wants what, Paramount is looking for the whole pie. They want the entire company that is Warner Brothers Discovery. Netflix and Comcast, on the other hand, only want essentially what we consider half of the company, which is their streaming and studio assets. This will also be Paramount's fourth official bid, but the first bid that will be considered by Warner Brothers Discovery. As we reported previously, the first three bids were rejected. Additionally, a now denied report was suggesting that Paramount was forming an investment partnership with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi to submit a bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. Paramount has officially spoken to Variety, who reported on this news initially, and has denied those claims. Moving on to DC, a new report is suggesting that Wonder Woman is set to make her live-action DCU debut in Man of Tomorrow. The report, which comes from Nexus Point News, is suggesting that casting details for the role are seeking an actress in their late 20s or early 30s. Additionally, there is a height requirement for the role, meaning they are looking for an actress on the taller side. The casting call also describes the character as a warrior and having a strong physique. While all signs do point to Wonder Woman, she isn't the only tall female superhero in DC Comics. I am personally theorizing that this could be either the live-action debut of the Bride from Creature Commandos, or this could be the live-action debut of Big Barda from the Mr. Miracle animated series that's coming to HBO Max. Now, Nexus Point News does mention Big Barda as a potential candidate, but they also mention Black Canary. So let us know in the comments who you want to see out of these four female superheroes in Man of Tomorrow. James Gunn has also teased the possible return of the Wonder Twins following an Instagram post on his personal Instagram page. Although no announcements have been officially made, many fans online are speculating that the previously canceled Wonder Twins film from the DCEU is now being worked on again, but for the DCU. And this was Gunn's way of teasing that impending announcement. Moving on to Marvel and the MCU, Josh Gad has officially been confirmed to appear as a much richer version of himself in the upcoming Wonder Man series. Not only that, but Josh Gad will also have a major key role. On the Avengers side of things, Sadie Sink has officially been confirmed to be joining the cast of Avengers Secret Wars. She is currently filming Spider-Man Brand New Day, although her role for both films is still currently under wraps. There's been a lot of theories and a lot of leaks out there hinting at who Sadie Sink could be playing in Spider-Man Brand New Day and potentially be the same character in Avengers Secret Wars, but time will tell and we'll find out that information later on, or when we finally see her in Spider-Man Brand New Day on July 31st, 2026. Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly are set to write and direct a new Star Trek movie for Paramount. This news comes on the heels of David Ellis and Paramount rebooting the franchise, as we reported here on the Nerdy Basement a couple of weeks ago. We got our first look at the live-action Moana movie, and it looks like it's going to be a one-to-one adaptation, mostly CGI, but also blending in some live-action elements. We got a glimpse of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Maui, but not a full-on look. And I gotta say, everything looks great so far, except for Moana's hair. I feel like Disney straightening her hair rather than keeping the actress's hair curly as Moana does have in the animated movies is a little weird and a little disrespectful, but hey, it is what it is at this point. The movie is made, they're in post, they cannot fix that at this point, so we just gotta take it for what it is. The live action Moana movie hits theaters on July 10th, 2026. On to the anime side of things, Netflix's live action My Hero Academia movie got a new update, revealing that mangaka Kohei Horikoshi will be heavily involved in the project. He will also have the same role as Oda Sensei with the live action One Piece series, giving notes and feedback on every outline and every scene. So this should provide audiences with a sense of relief, although the pressure is pretty high on Netflix to deliver something epic, faithful, and grand in scale. Speaking of Netflix's live action One Piece series, we also got our first look at Mr. Five, played by Cameron Johnson. Disney has also announced that Twisted Wonderland, the animation, will be returning for a second season. Now to the gaming side of things, we got our first look at the live action Legend of Zelda movie, which is currently filming in New Zealand. Bo Bragason is set to play Zelda and Benjamin Evans Ainsworth is playing Link. According to a project description from the Film and Television Industry Alliance, Ganondorf and Ganon, one and the same character, will be appearing in the film. The film will hit theaters on May 7, 2027. As reported last week, Overwatch has fully revealed the next melee hero, Vendetta, in a new animated short, tying her origins to Blackwatch and the Retribution mission in which Reaper killed her father. As reported last week, a hero trial will be coming to Overwatch 2 next week. In other news, a Labubu movie is officially in the works over at Sony Pictures. As of right now, there is no word if the Labubu movie will be in live action or it will be an animated feature, according to these initial reports. Zombieland 3 is aiming to release in 2029, according to Ruben Fleischer. Variety has also reported that a Sharknado Origins film is in the works and will be released next year. Mason Thames has officially revealed that How to Train Your Dragon 2 will begin filming next week. Joseph Kosinski has officially confirmed that there are now active talks about an F1 sequel. Peacock has also renewed Twisted Metal for a third season and has set David Reed as the series' new showrunner. We also got our first look at Jumanji 3. Filming is currently underway and the film is slated to release in theaters next December. This was a jam-packed week so far. It is only Wednesday, at least at the time of this recording. By the time you guys watch this, there's probably some more news that has come out, honestly, but we're gonna hit the road. We're not going to be able to cover those things here on YouTube at least. So we wanted to kind of gather some of the information that's been reported on throughout the week so far, so we can provide you guys with your news bits for the week. Let us know in the comments which news bit has you the most excited, what you're looking forward to, what announcement here is kind of, detrimental, especially the Warner Brothers Discovery one with the Saudi Arabia thing and how that all plays out with Netflix and Zack Snyder. There's a deep rabbit hole when it comes to that, but I think that deserves its own video, and I'm thinking about doing that once I return from this trip and there's more information, especially what happens on the 20th with these bids from Netflix, Paramount, and Comcast. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, and if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and we will love it if you can help us reach that milestone before the end of the year. Don't forget to ring that notification bell either. That will always alert you of a new video here at The Nerdy Basement. We'll see you guys on the next weekly news roundup. As always, stay nerdy, my friends.